Once known as the Kings without a crown, ONIC PH was cursed, always the runner-up, never the champion. No matter how fierce they fought, destiny always slipped away at the final moment. But times have changed. ONIC PH is no longer chasing greatness, they're becoming it. ONIC Philippines burst onto the MPL scene in August 2019, and they weren't just participating, they were immediately competing for championships. In their debut season, MPL PH Season 4, they stormed all the way to the grand finals. Their original roster featured players like Venus as support, Wise as jungler, and Delarsky in the EXP lane. But then came the heartbreak. In the Season 4 finals, they faced Sunsparks in what turned out to be an epic 6-game series. ONIC PH was ahead 2-1 in the series, just one game away from glory. That's when things went south. In Game 4, Rafflesia made a perfectly timed arrival to their base, causing ONIC PH to be delayed, while their minions flowed in the top lane and pushing onto the base, causing the game.
Sa baba tayo.
Makulit nga eh, no?
Ang binis eh.
Sumali sa kainan, tingnan natin yung Gera taduhan dyan. ONIC here, the winner final defense, Rafflesia!
Oh my God, Delicious. Eto na ata ang 3 na bumula kalahati ang buhay mga kaibigan. We won the game 5. Pero buhay pa rin ang mga tao dito, lumabas na. Ang mukha nila sa camera. Patapos na ba ang laban? Kalahati ang buhay ng Lord dito. KLBJ falling low. But meanwhile, sino yung nandun sa bandang kilid? Ayun na. 2 heroes falling down against Sunsparks.
Oh, this is a big comeback! Butas na mga kaibigan, si Pusa kinalaman na dito. Dalawa pa, triple kill ang lucky by Dilar. And now there's only just one. Renzo pala natin sila tapusin. Hinila pa balik ng manok na pula. Yung base!
Yung base!
Oh my
Isang one hit na lang!
Oh!
Isang one hit na lang, Kuya Shinbu!
Ganon sila kalapit para mapigilan ng ONIC maging champion.
Grabe! Parang isang hipla ng buhok na lang!
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's it! That's it! Tatangkin nila yung tira ng Torre. They have enough minion wave here.
5 segundo!
5 segundo!
5 segundo at dagdag insulto!
Here we go!
Eto na ba, ladies and
Rafflesia!
gentlemen? Team ONIC PH!
Tumayo dito si Rafflesia. Ay, mayroon lang palang animation.
Walang minions! Walang minions!
Walang minions! Walang minions!
Walang minions!
Oh my God!
Sunsparks ended up winning the series 3-2, leaving ONIC as runners-up in their first season. You'd think they'd bounce back in Season 5, but history had other plans. ONIC PH again reached the finals in early 2020, and guess who was waiting for them? It was Sunsparks, yet again. This time, ONIC PH fell 1-3, becoming 2-time runners-up. They also made their first international appearance at the M1 World Championship in late 2019, but couldn't advance past the group stage, finishing 9th to 12th overall. After 2 silver finishes in MPL PH, ONIC knew something had to change. Major moves were on the horizon, but would they be enough to finally push them over the edge? November 2020 marked a turning point for ONIC Philippines. In a blockbuster deal that shocked the Mlbb community, ONIC star players Venus and Wise departed to join Blacklist International. At the same time, ONIC acquired a promising young jungler named Kyrie from Blacklist. This swap completely reshaped both organizations and set the stage for an intense rivalry. The results were mixed at first. ONIC struggled in MPL PH Season 7 in early 2021, finishing a disappointing 7th to 8th place, but they quickly bounced back. By Season 8 in October 2021, ONIC PH was back in the finals. Kyrie had emerged as a star jungler. Many were calling him one of the best junglers Mlbb has ever seen. His mechanical skills and game sense were on another level. Awaiting them in the Season 8 finals were 2 very familiar faces. Their former players Venus and Wise, now with Blacklist International. In a battle of the rebuilt rosters, ONIC PH lost 1-4 to Blacklist, becoming runners-up once again.
Considering na meron pa nagpa-farm dito para sa side ng ONIC during that time.
Outplay! Siyempre,
Boyfriend!
Marky flickering. Oy!
the outplay.
Pero sabi ni Oheb, hindi pwede yan. Napanood ko na yan. Oheb with a kill. And ngayon, Kyrie trying his best to get Haji. Haji, maiwan siya dito sa pit. Pero yun yung deadly cash pang zone. Kyrie ngayon na namumula. After kills, unti-unti na nilang naaamoy. Unti-unti na nilang naaamoy itong championship na to. Saglit lang, dahil may laban pa pala. Nagkanakapan. Bimo with the initiation, Bimo with the Glock block. Si Wise ay tatakbo na naman ngayon. Takbong gangster para kay Wise. Habang nag-aabol si Marky. Left jab, right jab. Haji!
Mga desisyon na hindi mo talaga maiisip, pero yun yung gamer's instinct. And again, blacklist nila pumalag, pero para nauunahan sila ng mga decision making nila. Oh!
Okay, pero makakakill ng isa.
Napakalalim na ng kanilang mga position dito against ONIC. Kanina pala pinupuntahan kahit hindi pa nila nasisira yung turret doon sa may mid. Pero ito na.
Lumabas si Dlarsky, naging dragon, pero may nginoit-nginoit yung dinosaur. Habang si Edward ngayon ang kalahati ang buhay, si Bimo ay nandito, pero may counter ko sinakay rin naman with Phantom Execution. Nasa likod si Wise nagpatubig. Walang tatamaan mga Shark Bait, pero it's B-Wise standing tall. Nandito pa rin si Bimo. Oheb na sa bandang gilid. Switch account.
Dito ni Bimo.
Here we go. Kalahati ang buhay, conceal para dito sa side ng ONIC. Makakuha pa rin ni Wise yung turtle. Pero ayun yung kagad ni Edward and monster kill na si Wise doon sa bandang gilid. Tatlo ang nawala. Sa Venus, sabi nila laban pa rin tayo. Flash cannon nilabas. Shark Bait. Pero yung dragon nandun din. Gusto rin kumagat ng dragon. Umiikot-ikot ngayon yung dragon. Knockouts coming in for sa one charge si Bimo. Kumakapit pa ang ONIC this time. Pero sakit pa rin ni Wise. Masakit pa rin si Edward. At si Bimo na lang ang natira. Oh my J! Anong champa-champa? Sabi ng Blacklist International. Ito na ba yun? The defending champions. For the second time, magkakaroon ba tayo ng pangalawang two-time champion?
Mabubuhay na mga players ng ONIC. Pero
Tapos na to! The Blacklist saga continues!
Oh my God!
The rivalry continued at the M3 World Championship. In December 2021, ONIC PH was on fire, putting together an impressive 11-match win streak as they tore through the upper bracket. But in the grand finals, they again faced Blacklist International, and it wasn't even close. Blacklist swept them 4-0. Another second-place finish, another heartbreak. The next 2 years were tough for ONIC PH. Their 2022 results showed a decline. 4th place in Season 9, and 5th to 6th in Season 10. They didn't even qualify for any world events in 2022. The 2023 season wasn't much better, with 5th to 6th place finishes in both Seasons 11 and 12. During this period, more roster changes came. Mid-2022 saw them add veteran mid laner Super Frince, who would eventually become a cornerstone of the team. The ONIC management was clearly taking the long view, building piece by piece towards something greater, but fans were getting restless. Would ONIC ever break through and win it all? Early 2024 brought major news. ONIC PH announced a partnership with global esports giant Fnatic, rebranding as Fnatic ONIC PH. This wasn't just a name change, it represented new resources and a fresh start. But the partnership alone wasn't enough. The real game changers came on February 14th, 2024. Valentine's Day brought love to ONIC PH in the form of 2-star signings. Gold laner Kelra and King Kong joined the squad, bringing top-tier talent to complement Super Frince. Despite all these changes, the immediate results weren't what fans expected. In MPL PH Season 13, Fnatic ONIC PH still only managed a 5th place finish after losing 1-3 to Blacklist International, but something was happening behind the scenes. The team was adapting to a more aggressive, teamfight-oriented style under the new leadership. The pieces were all there, they just needed time to click. And click they would, in spectacular fashion. MPL PH Season 14 in late 2024 was when everything finally came together for Fnatic ONIC PH. In the regular season, they were absolutely dominant, starting with a 13-0 record. Their only loss of the regular season came against Omega Esports in the final week, just a minor setback in an otherwise perfect run. Entering the playoffs as the top seed, expectations were high, but ONIC fans had seen this story before. Was this finally their moment? The upper bracket semifinals saw them sweep Aurora Gaming convincingly.
Fnatic
ONIC just working on the turtle. Tempest of Blades will be casted, but again, King Kong will secure that turtle in exchange for Kirk's life. Edward goes in with a penalty zone to bring down Kirk, but Super Friends answers right back with a kill onto Renegade. They're still working onto Brusco as he will fall down in the hands of Yue. Now Demon Kite can kill Edward here. They're chasing after him. Will the body of Smith be enough? And I think it is, because Edward will be scot-free.
Tanky enough with that passive body of Smith. But yeah, that was, Fnatic on King Kong able to get the objective. Renegade again.
Okay. Oh, and the concussive blast.
Oh man, this
Will burst down.
is available now. Dominic picking up Corrosive Scythe for this fight. Half health on the turtle. They're gonna get their time.
Yue has another realm. King Kong gets the turtle. Thrift Destruction will also connect them to the blade coming in from Demon Kite. 4 blades, but the damage not gonna be enough. Brusco will fall down, and King Kong with a second skill. Gonna burst down there. And now Renegade has to walk away, being chased by Super Prince. Will he be able to escape as King Kong works on? Woo! And that was the kill.
This point concealed.
Who got the purple buff though? Not quite sure, but they're ganging up on King Kong. A good kick, but Brusco answers right back with an implosion. Here comes Yue with the Nether Realm. And a counterattack from Aurora.
They're gonna keep Dombank top side, so he'll join the fight if he wants to, and Demon Kite is just there too.
Yue with the Nether Realm, Cure of Destruction will connect. Edward not on time to gas the penalty zone. Renegade gets a kick onto Brusco. Tempest of Blades coming in from Demon Kite though.
Dombank.
Look at Dombank being
King
worked
Kong.
on by King Kong. A double kill for King Kong. Kelra also
What?
for... Down into their turret. Kelra goes in. Edward as well. Zaman Force coming in from Kelra as they work on Brusco with a setup. Yue again with the Nether Realm. They're going to bring down
King Kong.
Renegade. Demon Kite still not in the picture here as Brusco will fall down as well. Now they're going to jump right after Yue. King Kong goes after Domeng. Demon Kite is the one left. 1 second before Yue respawns here, and Fnatic has minions.
They have the minions. Couple members to defend.
Zaman Force for Kelra working on the minions before the rest of the Aurora response. Tempest of Blade coming in from Demon Kite. Fnatic just finishing things off, and they will advance.
Then, they made their mark with a dominant 3-1 victory over reigning world champions AP Bryn in the upper bracket finals.
Kyle easy, pero ang hindi madadelay dito is yung agarang vision na meron sila on the first turtle na sinisimulan at hinuhold ng Falcon sa AP Bren.
Okay, tumayip na kagad si Kirk dito. As if yung kanyang nagiging punteriya. King Kong na naman.
Implosion!
Implosion naman. Mula kay Brusco, sobrang crucial nito. Ngayon, unti-unti bumabagsak kagad ang bagong sa AP Bren. Naman niya nasa medyo delikadong sitwasyon siya. Brusco yung nag-aapang. Available ang kanyang flicker.
Final slash.
Final slash. Unahan na kagad din si Brusco. Implosion back sa dalawa.
Pasok!
Manipulation. Pasok na pasok sila doon sa square. King Kong nasa likuran. Tapak Cyclone Eye. Nagamit na rin yung Nether Realm. Ngayon, inaantay lang niya yung pagkatapos nun. At si Kyle TZ ay mamamatay din. Si Pew naman na magiging sa target. Pinag-normal hit lang dito ni King Kong. Habang si Black TZ, nakupuin na pangal lang talaga. Kaya lang mapapaflicker out din. Open ay mamamatay. Napakabilis sa mga transitions dito. Fnatic
May isa pa!
Iisahan pa.
Ang pang-box out nila, wala pa sila nakuha trade-off na, pero ito yung isa pa, pipitas!
Nakikagad nila dito si Kirk at this time ay nagamit pa rin yung kanyang ultimate. Pero hindi nasasapat yun para makaligtas siya. King Kong ay lumalim din at nakakuha ng kill. At doon yung
Implosion!
Mula dito kay Brusco at tras muna siya nagamit yung Nether Realm. Marami mga Dix.
Tumutuloy!
Dito ang Phantom TV Friends. Si Kira nakakuha na ng kill. Dalawa na lang ang natitira. Parang nagmamadali na naman ang Phantom Fnatic ONIC PH. Meron sila mga minions dito na kasama. Flap Tease.
Ayan na!
Narito din. Base lock na si Kelra.
The grand finals paired them with Aurora Gaming in a rematch. What followed was an epic 7-game series that showcased the highest level of mobile legends. ONIC opened strong, taking games 1 and 2. Aurora fought back, evening the series at 3-3, and forcing a decisive Game 7. The entire season, all the years of being runners-up, came down to this one game. At the 20-minute mark, with the game hanging in the balance, the team mounted a heroic defense in their base that determined the outcome. That single play sealed the victory, and ONIC PH finally claimed their first ever MPL Philippines Championship with a 4-3 win.
Pumasok sa tatlo, nakahanap ng
What is
kampyonato.
this?
Pero iyan na nga, nasa taas si King Kong. A 4v5 dito sa may bandang baba, kailangan niya mag-recall.
At kailangan na nga umalis at dumipensa dito mga players ng Fnatic ONIC Philippines. Si Renegade para nag-aantay ng perfect timing na pumasok. Pumasok para mag-set up ng play. Si Edward magiging target nila. Dadating na nga si Brusco. Sino masisipa niya? At nahuli na nga si Yue na. Mahuli na immortality si Demon. Kahit natahabulin pa dito ang ilang mga players. Super Prince mapatay si Renegade. Apat na
players ng side ng Aurora ang patay!
The next standard na lang ang dedepensa at tumatakbo na ang mga Sonics. Winawagayway na ang mga dilaw na bandera ng Fnatic.
Naririnig yata natin ngayon ang sigaw ng mga Sonics. Ito na ang pinaka-inaantay nila. Ang pinaka-inaantay nila. Ito na ang pagsisimula ng pag-usbong ng bagong siglo. Ito na ang pagbabayagpag ng mga bagong hari ng MPL. Fnatic ONIC Philippines!
The uncrowned kings of MPL! Finally!
The curse was broken. After years of silver medals, ONIC PH had finally reached the top of MPL Philippines, but they weren't done yet. Riding high from their MPL PH championship, Fnatic ONIC PH headed to Malaysia in December 2024 for the M6 World Championship. The Philippines already had a legacy to uphold. Filipino teams had won 4 straight world titles. Could ONIC make it 5? The answer was a resounding yes. ONIC PH run through M6 was nothing short of spectacular. They swept through the Swiss stage without dropping a single match. In the playoffs, they continued their dominance, taking down team after team, establishing ONIC as the team to beat. In the grand finals, they faced Team Liquid ID, but even the best of Indonesia couldn't stop ONIC's momentum. Fnatic ONIC PH secured a 4-1 victory to claim the World Championship.
You know, if FNOP kind of delays this, they don't actually have to go and snowball. Hold on.
A shadow kill over. Okay. Now, that's the revitalized, but Kelra picks up the kill. Fabian, the kill.
Here, they're going to get in the zone here. They have to worry about Super Friends setting things up, but it's going to be started up too. King Kong holding it.
Brusco walking up as well, and Lancer Flare still on him. King Kong on the turtle. First blood going to be locked in onto King Kong. Still the retribution on point. Kelra in the back with a heavy crossbow again with the flanks. Fabian jumping back and forth. Not enough damage. Kelra is on a roll.
They split the fight into 2. Witty is still trying to buy some time as Kirk at 1 HP tries to knock up Yehezkiel with the Earth Shadow. Fabian with the Quad Shadow should be able to find one for his own, but even so, the fight has been split in half.
No, it's a chase. Super Prince chasing Fabian. He's waiting for the cooldown on the Quad Shadows. Brusco walks up and shuts his a level ahead on the Alpha. He's going to wait for it. RWM over the Yehezkiel. Spear of Alpha 2 from King Kong.
A breather, but now the Crystal Blood on all 3 of the members. They're chunked out one by one. All 3 pulled underneath the turrets.
Yehezkiel continues.
They've already got the Primal Wrath out. He's going to get dove under pretty quick.
Brusco's there.
Flicker out. Lancer and Flare coming down as well. Now Kirk going to be taken out as well. It will be as Yehezkiel.
ID will start things up.
Crimson Beacon out. Whoa! Escape, what happened? Fabian claims a kill in the back. The assassination air on Shiki. So able to counter it with Decimnata. Kelra chasing it on down in the bush. Kelra walking with a heavy crossbow around. Power of wildness. And on Shiki claims the kill. Brusco running back with the Raging Sandstorm. Fabian with a chase again. And it will be a Lord traded in for a fight.
And they're set up mid.
Spear of Alpha into the Earth Shadow. Really still surviving. Shadow kill. It's going to be neutralized by the Primal Wrath. Real manipulation! Let's go!
Kelra, he's running forward. He takes out one. Needs the backup. Time. This Lord should be free, right?
They're going to start it up. Lord for the taking here. It's already taken. Kirk gets it.
Raging Sandstorm. Brusco going to be taken down. Yehezkiel with the Sky Piercer stack. Crucible Blood into the back line. Super Prince not able to pop into RWM just yet as Kelra jumps with the heavy crossbow. Power of Wildness onto Kelra, but Aran gets deleted.
The peel is perfect. Kelra has the space.
Keeps him at bay.
Team Liquid ID wants to hold on to that one. Fabian jumps in.
Shadow kills Spear of Alpha, bringing him back again. The Quad Shadow back from Fabian and the damage. RWM locking them down inside. Yehezkiel with the Crimson Beacon locking Super Prince up. Now it's an all-in into the back line. Aaron Shiki getting it. Raging Sandstorm from Brusco. Kelra in the pace. Looking for the end moment. Steel IDF cleared out the wave. And Kelra will be able to escape, but King Kong have dealt with him.
Oh no, the minions are starting to push it. They're running out. It's one.
Thunder heralds their unstoppable reign. Unscathed!
Kelra's exceptional performance throughout the tournament earned him Finals MVP. The transformation was complete, from the cursed runners-up to world champions. But ONIC PH wasn't satisfied with just one international title. In early 2025, the Fnatic partnership ended on January 4th, with the team reverting to the ONIC PH brand. This change didn't slow them down. The winning continued. ONIC PH dominated the Snapdragon Pro Series events, first claiming the Season 6 Challenge Finals in February by sweeping ONIC's Indonesian branch 4-0.
Push finds Kyrie up top. A 1v1 ensues, but Prince will not make it a 1v1. It is a 2v1, and it is Kyrie that will fall to Kelra. Meanwhile, on the other side, Purple taking again, Keyboy!
ONIC Sports looking for a clapback. No one home. Brusco taking it, but they trade for 3. ONIC Sports folding in the early game pressure put out by the M6 World Champions. That one attempt by Kyrie will haunt them for the rest of this series, for the rest of the next few months, as ONIC PH barrel through, trading an inch for a mile.
There are levels to this game, and ONIC Philippines are currently showing that. Just how exactly... Oh, King Kong! In the bottom lane, dodges away from the shove, and another! He escapes!
To be ready for the defense of a lifetime. This could be an end angle.
Further airstrike now, also with the Revitalize from Brusco, just to get them back to full HP. Kelra shooting the shots down, Mlbb up top, knocked out with the Circling Eagle. Now another Kelra is unstoppable!
The base next up on the docket as Keyboy bites it.
No mini waves, still no the shots! Kelra gets another, it's a triple kill! He wants to make up for the sandwich that he lost earlier. Jumps back in, the surge from Kai.
Gets in, gets out. Still alive, 2 members of ONIC Sports. The base!
The Sky Kings dared to challenge the thunderous rain. That is the empire of ONIC Philippines.
Then in April 2025, they secured the Mobile Masters 2025 title with a convincing 4-1 win over Indonesia's RRQ Hoshi. ONIC closed out the championship and claimed the $80,000 prize, cementing their status as one of, if not the most dominant team in Mobile Legends.
RRQ Hoshi working on this turtle, pushing half health.
Brusco again walking on. You can see Kirk with a curtain call. Edok going for the stun, but will be shredded. Forcing Revitalize coming down as well. Now it's going to be Sanguine Claws, locking him down with a pin on the fist crack. That's King Kong on Edok. Soul Snatch taking Edok down.
Kirk falls as well. A trade 1-for-1. AOG into the back line. Defensively used. Brusco backing out.
Retreat battle. They won't go for it just yet. King Kong 2 levels ahead. Sanguine Claw, Brusco taking out Retry though. Sunsujin on it again. Sunsujin needs to be clinical here. That's King Kong with a steal. Good CC. Nice ball, Crimson Beacon. Forcing a bad feast. Kirk jumping in. Glorious pathway already. King Kong gonna be stunned by Tyrant as he pins them down. But he's still on the Lord. Still Retry win for Sunsujin. Rins gets the shot.
You're circling like sharks around this inhibitor.
Toy with a heavy crossbow already in there. That's going to be the siege coming down as the base where it will fall. Take it slowly but surely. Tyrant going to be falling as well. Edok on the back spot. Another Sky Piercer to Kelra. Both of them having to back away. Brusco though cutting the corners over to look for the kill. Meanwhile, Kirk and Super Friends dealing with Sunsujin as he's forced to use the Blade Surge to blink away. That's the Lord in control of ONIC Philippines. That's the pin down. Sunsujin with the Retry. It's King Kong.
Takes it, and that's it. ONIC PH are happy with this, but no!
Toy!
Edok wants to keep him hostage!
Gets the flank down, gets the kill. Brusco gonna be taken out.
Tyrant here, keeping range on Brusco. In comes Kirk, Lord, quickly secured by RRQ.
Free with the Revitalize too. Tyrant still able to escape. Brusco gets the AOG down, but look at the heavy crossbow. Toy over in the back. Kirk falling for the 8th time this game. Edok looking for an angle of attack. They're going to have to manage the waves perfectly. No Kirk, 4v5. This is the evolved Lord. Kirk, curtain call. Walking up, trying to poke them down as much as possible to regain control over the neutral objective. But again, there is no blitz.
It looks like there isn't, but ONIC PH are still wailing away at the Lord. Tyrant and Edok spot the shenanigans. Sunsujin wailing away, forcing the vengeance from Kirk.
Kirk going way too aggressively. Sunsujin doesn't go for it. He taps it, I think. Goes back to the base. Edok onto the back spot. Toy going in all the way to the base. Will he be able to end the game? King Kong taking low. Sunsujin gunned down by Kelra. Has the immortality. Sunsujin there. Does he get it with a crown by King Kong? And with Kelra, they're able to prevail. That's again Kelra. Crow with a flicker forward.
Rins hoping the Guardian could steal, but Kelra secures. Rins is gonna fall here without taking down Kelra first. And the Kingdom are crumbling. Toy left standing, taken down by Friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, ONIC Philippines have wiped the Kingdom out.
Slowly but surely, the Super Fam will make quick work of the map. It's gonna turn red. Lord escorting a huge wave up top. It doesn't even have to get to that point. 23 minutes in and they can just push it down mid.
The reign continues for ONIC Philippines. Thunder beckons their reign one more time. A complete show of dominance.
From the Philippines to Malaysia to China.
As they continue their journey in 2025, one thing is clear. ONIC PH is no longer the team that falls short in finals. They're now the team that everyone fears. If you liked my content, like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.